this right here is eventually going to be our garden. So this is actually our septic pad. We have 3 trenches that run from those pipes, that's the end of them. They run parallel, level across the hill to those 3. You can see I put in some stakes, 1, 2, 3. Those are the end of them, and then they run up that area over, and then our septic tank sits, right about there, up on the hill, coming from the house to the septic tank, and then down the hill out into the leach line. So today is March 1st, and it was a gorgeous day here in northern Nevada. It was about 60 degrees, and hubby, I got home from my morning job, and it was just gorgeous out, and hubby had said that he did not want to hang sheetrock today because his shoulders are hurting him too much from the weekend. We got a big push on the sheetrock over the weekend. It was great, but he said he didn't want to hang sheetrock. I could get in there and work, but I figured, hey, since he's going to take the evening off, I'm going to get outside and work. So I worked on our terraces today, and kind of me and the girls started getting those prepped for spring. We had never done a cleanup over in the fall or anything like that, and so I figured it was high time. So we did that, and then I said, you know what? We are going to put at least a small garden down on our garden pad this spring, because we've been procrastinating, putting it off in lieu of working on the house, which of course is important, but we are so close to being done on the house, and I don't want to lose momentum on that. But I also want a garden this year, and I got a little bit of a garden. I tried a lot of experiments last year, did some hay bale gardening. It was so-so. Put a lot of stuff in containers. Some of them did great, some of them didn't do anything at all. So it was okay. Got a good crop of green beans and squash, of course, because squash will grow anywhere. But I want a garden. So this here is our garden pad. And like I said, it's the septic pad. And we are going to eventually terrace this out and you can see where Sid is sitting right there. There's kind of a flat area right there already that's kind of cleared. We're eventually going to do that. It'll probably end up being 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 terraces here, and then garden beds and such. We're going to have to fence in the whole area. It's going to have to be Fort Knox, because we have horses, we have deer, and we have rodents. And so we have to, the horses are actually the easiest to keep out. A 4 or 5 foot fence will keep the wild horses out. But it has to be a 6 foot fence at least in order to keep the deer out, and rodents are the bane of my existence up here. So, hubby and I came down today, and we were trying to figure out like how we want things and where we want things. We've pretty much decided that we're going to build a big hoop house in this area here, and it'll probably go basically from that big boulder all the way down there, or at least start small and have the ability to expand. But for this year, I am just going to do a small garden. I'm not going to go too crazy. 1, we don't have the time to build a huge thing, and 2, we don't have the money really right now. I mean, all of our money is going into that thing right there. Yep, the house. So we're just gonna try to use what we have around. We will have to buy soil because our soil is crap here on the homestead. Actually, no, I wish it was crap. I wish it had more of those nutrients from manure in it, but it doesn't. It's clay and just, I mean, it's the desert. What do you expect? I mean, look out there. Not much grows out there, right? I mean, some sagebrush and some junipers. That's about it. I mean, look, it's, yeah. That's the soil we're contending with. I mean, we're the desert, okay? So I get that. So we're gonna have to truck in some soil for the garden. And we are gonna build raised beds because with it being here on the septic pad. I don't want anything, of course, annual plants, their roots aren't going to go that deep, but I don't want anything to go down and possibly interfere with the leach lines at all. These are not your traditional leach lines. They're only 3 feet below the surface is the top, and then the bottom is another 1.5 feet below that. So I don't want anything like roots or anything going down that deep. I don't want to mess with it, and we're not going to build. That's why I put those stakes out there. I'm actually going to run a line between the end pipes here, and those are for, like, I guess, being able to look down inside and check, although why, yeah, I don't know. But those there, we're going to run a line, and those will like be walkways because I'm not going to build anything on top of those, so we get the space in between. So we came down today and figured, since this area here is eventually going to be a hoop house. Whoa, rocks. Yeah, rocks. I decided I'm going to put my garden right in this area here. And it's a little hard to see on the screen, but it comes down kind of steeper there, flattens out a little bit. It's still sloped, but it's not too bad. It does flatten out, and then it goes down into this kind of bottom area here that's pretty flat, actually. So this is already kind of a terrace here, so about where my bucket is. So we're going to go probably about 10 feet wide here, and then about maybe 20 feet that way. Of course, making sure that we stay off the top of our chambers. It's a chamber septic system. So yeah, right through here. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to put in some corner stakes so that we know roughly where we want the edges of the garden to be. And then the girls and I and the hubby will probably come down, over the course of a couple of weeks when the weather's nice and we just want to be outside like today. It was just so gorgeous. We'll come down and de-rock and smooth things out a little bit, and then bring in some wood chips and stuff. We still have quite a bit of wood chips from a chip drop that we got a couple years ago. We still have a big mound of it. So, although I need to use those in the terraces as well. But anyway. So that's what we're doing, but I was just so excited and just wanted to just kind of give that update as to what all we're doing here on the homestead besides building that thing. So, but I will have to do an update on the inside too, because we are doing drywall, and that's totally exciting, and I'm really looking forward to showing you that as we get a few more sheets up, and you can really start to see the difference. In fact, we got some of those sheets up next to the stairwell, and I'll put a picture in here for you because it just really shows how tall those ceilings really are in there.
you can get it out.
Sid. Hi, buddy. Sid. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hi.
Hello.
So, there we go. Almost, yeah, just about a 10 by 10 section. Cleared, relatively leveled. Not bad for an hour's worth of work. Hey, that means it'll only take a couple more hours, theoretically, to do the rest of that, but that's enough work for one day. Hubby's getting off of work right now, and we need to go work on drywall. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and I'll come back in, give you an update once we've done some more work. I mean, from now on, it's just rocks and smoothing, all of that. So, I'll give you an update as we do more work, and yeah, so that's it. This is Castle Rock Homestead signing off. See you on the next one. How are you doing? Did you help today?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, Sid.